Alright everyone, how's it going? My name is Freeman Fitness and welcome back to a new video. In today's video I'm finally doing my 250 subscriber Q&A. So I know I hit this milestone quite a while ago now, but essentially I've just been busy. I know I've been posting other videos, but I can only apologise for not posting this one sooner. But today I'm going to get it done. So I'm going to go straight into the questions and try not to do too much with the intro, but I'm just going to ask before I start that you do two things for me. So the first one, can I just ask that you like the video, as this really helps me with the YouTube algorithm trying to get seen by more people. And secondly, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've hit 250 subscribers and I'd absolutely love to get to 500. That is the next milestone, so if you could drop a subscription if you haven't already, that would be much appreciated. So essentially I'm going to try and do this video in one take and I'm going to try and make it to around about a 15-minute video. So I'm going to try and give myself about 30 seconds per question. I'm not sure how well that's going to go as I'm just going straight in for it and I'm not prepared at all. I'm just going to try and give some open and honest answers. So essentially I've not looked at the questions to start off with and I'm not going to sort of plan my answers. I'm just going to say what comes to mind when I see the question. So I believe that is it for the intro and I'm going to go straight into the questions because I have 22 questions to answer, so quite a lot. And I'm going to try and get through them not as quick as possible, but try and answer them in more of a concise way. So the first question comes from Amy B PT08, and just before I actually answer this question, I'll let you know that these questions were asked to me over on Instagram, so there'll be a link in my description to my Instagram. If you want to get involved in these videos in the future, make sure that you go and follow me down there, and you can also have your say on the channel as well. So let's go straight into the question, and she says, how do you keep so positive? Now, I feel like people often have this interpretation of me that I'm a very positive person. And I mean, it's true, I am quite a positive person, but I do also have my bad days, as we all do. But essentially, to try and stay positive most of the time, I just try and look at things in a positive way. Obviously, sometimes you're going to get dealt a bad hand and what have you, but as long as you just try and see the good in everything, I feel like that's the best way to stay positive. And essentially, I just work towards goals during my day. So for example, I've started running and I'm trying to work towards the goal of something that I can't yet tell you, but I will be announcing that soon. But essentially just having these goals for my day or having these general goals to work towards in life generally keeps me on track and keeps me staying positive. So basically I've got my questions up on my computer because obviously I record with my phone, so I can't really look on my phone for the questions, otherwise the video would look a little bit weird. Okay. So essentially I'm just going to scroll across on each question and answer it as it comes. So the next question comes in from my good friend Jim Carlos UK, who also has a YouTube channel, so make sure that you go and have a look at his channel as well. I'll actually link all of the people's channels that have asked me a question in the description rather than popping them up on the screen, and then you'll be able to go and have a look at their channels after this video. Make sure you go after though, don't click off this video yet. I've got plenty more questions to answer. So Jim Carlos UK says, how come you've got more subscribers than me? And I know this is a bit of a jokes question, but basically the way I've got my subscribers, or a lot of my subscribers, is through my other social media channels, such as Instagram. So whenever I connect with a new person on Instagram, I will message them and I will ask if they would like to check out my channel and essentially support each other over on YouTube. And I found that a lot of the time you'll get people that perhaps don't have a YouTube channel, but there's a lot of nice people out there that will go to your channel and they'll take a look for you. So essentially that's how I've gained quite a lot of my subscribers. Also just posting regularly, I often find that a video that I've posted will gain me not a lot, maybe like 1 or 2 subscribers. But if you just keep posting and say you posted 100 videos, for example, that's at least 100 new subscribers from that. So I believe that consistency is key. The next question is from Gym Twins and they say, PRs on the big 3 compound lifts. So quite a short question. My PR on the bench press is 90 kilos. I was going to aim for 100, but I got cut short because of COVID, but I will be going back for 100 when I get back in the gym. So for now it's 90 kilos on the bench press. It is 125 kilos, I believe, on the squat, and then a big 180 on the deadlift, so 4 plates. So the next question comes in from It's James Edwards, again another person with a YouTube channel that will be linked below, and he says, what's your dream? Does it deal anything with YouTube? So my dream, I guess you mean like what I'd like to do in the future or my dream job, for example. And to be honest, it does kind of revolve around YouTube. I've always watched people on YouTube, for example, Zach Perner or Matt Does Fitness, all of your giants in the fitness industry. And I just think they have such a good life that it would be something I'd love to do myself. So if I could essentially grow on YouTube or be able to do any form of online coaching, that would be pretty much a dream of mine. Also, I would like to work in IT, so I'm kind of stuck between these two career paths, whether I go for the IT route, which is of course safe and it pays well and all that good stuff, but then there's also the route of online coaching and being big on YouTube and that sort of thing. I feel like that sort of goal is kind of unlikely, but at the same time, having a goal like that will always make you sort of push for something. So I've always got that sort of in the back of my mind that I would like to grow big on YouTube. And I just do all that I can to get there. So the next question is from jmurphyfitness_, and he says, personal inspiration / motivation for starting your fitness journey. And essentially, before I started fitness in general and before I started going to the gym, I did have a couple of mates that used to go to the gym, and one of them, that I've told this story before, but one of them essentially asked me if I wanted to join him, and of course I said yes, which is why I'm here now. And yeah, essentially I started off with him. We was literally doing like back one day, chest another day. No, actually we were doing chest, from biceps, triceps and shoulders. So we never touched back and we never touched legs. So obviously it was one of those types of workouts or one of those types of regimes that weren't very well thought out. But at the same time, it was just starting and sort of getting me into it. But then when I really started getting into fitness was in my first year of university, when I started taking things a little bit more seriously, and I started researching online about nutrition and types of training programs that I could use, and started looking at people like Zach Perner and Matt Does Fitness, as I said earlier. And then essentially that is where I sort of really started taking things seriously in terms of fitness. So the next question comes in from J Murphy Fitness again, and he says, goals in the next year. In the next year, I guess you mean like in 2021. I would love to hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That would definitely be a goal for me. I want to be able to get a first class degree in computing, which is what I'm doing right now in my final year. So by the time about July in 2021 hits, I'll be able to see if I have achieved that goal or not. I'd like to, in terms of fitness, I'd love to be able to hit a 200 kilo deadlift, and I've always wanted to do a 100 kilo bench, and I'm pretty sure I'll be able to get that in the new year. It just all depends on whether the gym's reopen really. But I'd say that is sort of my main goals in 2021. Next question comes in from Max Talks, and he says, what are your ultimate end goals? Now that is quite a deep question right there. My ultimate end goals. I guess if you're looking at YouTube, it would be to just grow to the point where I could help out a mass amount of people with what I post. I do like to try and post things that are going to help people out. For example, my full days of eating, where I try and show you lots sort of meals that you could have on a cut or on a bulk, or just in general ways in which you could be healthy and eat healthier. And like my morning routine, for example, trying to show you all how you can become productive. So ultimately my end goal would be to just help as many people as I can with whatever it is that I post. Next question comes in from Max Talks again, and again he does have a YouTube channel, it will be down in the description. And he says, who are your biggest inspiration? So I guess inspiration wise, I'd say that there's a few YouTubers that inspire me, a few sort of fitness influencers if you like. So this is again people that I've mentioned before, like Zach Perner and Matt Does Fitness. Also The Rock is quite a big inspiration for me as well. I know I'm sure a lot of people share that same inspiration that are into their fitness. And it's just those types of people that have been really successful in fitness, and it's something that I aspire to be myself. So I don't really have like many inspirations, but I try and just stick in my own lane, if you like, stay in my own lane, I guess that's the saying. And I don't like to compare myself to other people or look at others. I just try and be better than myself. I would say that's kind of like my main sort of philosophy in terms of fitness and in life. But yeah, in terms of inspirations, those that I mentioned right there would be the ones. So Max Talks is coming with a third question, and I promise you all it's not just him asking me the questions. I believe this is the last one from him. And he said, if you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? That is a good question. One food for the rest of my life. I suppose you'd want to eat something that's quite a well-rounded thing. Maybe like a pizza or something. So obviously you can get your carbs and your proteins from a pizza. But I mean, for some reason the first thing that springs to mind is chicken. I don't know why, just because obviously it's quite lean and quite healthy. Maybe something like a chicken thigh so I could get in my fats as well. But then again, I would get no carbs. So I feel like I'd probably stick to like pizza or something, even though I can't eat pizza because I can't have lactose. But you know, some kind of alternative to a pizza, I guess, would be the best idea. But that's a hard question. Because I could also say something like fajitas, and then that's not just one food, that's sort of many foods rolled into one. But I guess fajitas actually would probably be the one that I'd choose. I need to stop answering this question because I keep changing my mind. We're going to stick with fajitas. I hope that kind of constitutes as one meal or one food and not like, you know, many foods in one. Anyway, Aidan Whitefit is coming with the next question, and he says, would you rather never be able to use internet again or never be able to work out again? Oh man, coming in with some real big questions right there, because the thing is, if I couldn't use the internet again, it means that I couldn't upload to YouTube and I couldn't do any online coaching. Essentially, I couldn't do the things that I would like to do in life. But on the other hand, if I could never work out again, I couldn't really do those things anyway, because if I don't work out, then how can I preach to work out to other people? So, damn, you know, it's a deep question when like my throat starts getting dry and I need a drink, right? So I guess I would never use the internet again. I feel like the internet's quite a toxic place anyway, especially with social media, and being able to work out, it gives me like a sense of endorphins, it relieves stress and all of this good stuff. So I feel like I could not just miss out on the workout. So I guess I would basically ditch the internet for the workouts. That was a good question, that really had me thinking. So the next question is from my guy Josh Gym Fitness. He says, what's your greatest achievement this year? And to be honest, I'd have to say my greatest achievement of the year was passing my placement year. So for those of you that don't know, I did a placement year over at Next in their head office, and being able to complete that and be offered a place on their graduate scheme as well, I'd say is just a massive achievement in general. Especially with the current situation, I know that jobs are not really coming in thick and fast anymore. So to be able to have that opportunity to go back there after uni and to have done a good enough job in my placement to be able to get that offer to come back, I would say is definitely my greatest achievement of the year. So Josh Jim's coming again. Another one. He says, what's one of the most important things you've learned? Damn, one of the most important things I've learned. The thing that sort of springs to mind initially is just anything that I've learned that helps me out. So for example, like learning how to cook, and I guess learning how to like clean and wash my own clothes and stuff. Like stuff that I've learned at uni that I've kind of had to learn because I don't have my parents around me anymore. So I guess like it's not like a great sort of thing that I've learned or anything, but it's just those general life skills that I've learned through uni that I'd say is probably the most important thing that I've learned. I feel like I could have given a better answer, but I literally cannot think of one right now, so I'm gonna have to stick with that. So I apologise that it's not like the most motivational of answers. So Josh Jim's coming again. Another one. I think he got a bit excited with the questions. This is the third one in a row. Artist question though. He says, when are you coming Bristol to do a massive gym session with me? Gym session. That's just... Mate, once COVID is over, I would love to come down to Bristol and do a massive gym session with you. I definitely feel like that needs to happen, and that'd be a sick collab as well. So as soon as we get out of COVID and that can actually happen, I feel like we need to get it arranged. The next question comes in from my guy Lubes_food, and he says, music you listen to in the gym, or is it Backstreet Boys? No. I listen to probably, to sum it up, it would be like hip hop or rap, so can't really think of an artist. Oh no, I can. I listen to people like AJ Tracy, Drake, all of those sort of generic people, I suppose. I'm not really like very dynamic with my music taste. Usually when stuff comes out in the charts, I tend to just listen to that, to be honest with you. And then some types of music just stick. Like some good songs that I like listening to, they're in the charts, and then go and look at that artist and I find more from them. That's typically how I get my music and what my music taste is sort of styled around. So the next question comes in from Zach K Fit, and he says, what made you want to start working out? So essentially it's a story that I've explained before about my friend essentially encouraging me to go into the gym. So I'm not going to go over that one again, but I guess you know the story by now. My friend asked me to come to the gym, I said yes, it's all just sort of like not training back and legs, just training chest and arms all the time. But that's essentially what made me start wanting to work out, is just the friends that I had around me. And to be honest, I'm grateful that I started, because it's been quite a journey. The next question comes in from Zach K Fit again, and he says, did you play any sports growing up? So the short answer to that is no. I didn't really join any teams. I did once want to be a footballer, as I'm sure all of us lads used to do at a young age. By football, I'm in England, so I mean, like, I guess what Americans would call soccer, just to kind of clear it up, not like American football with the rugby ball and stuff. I'm talking about like actual football or soccer. And I tried to get into the team in year 7, in my secondary school team, but it was one of them ones where they all sort of knew each other, like the people at the trial, and I didn't really know anyone, so I never really got past to. So I didn't really have a chance in hell, to be honest. But I mean, I liked playing sports like in general, so football, rounders, basketball, all that stuff. I enjoy playing it for fun, but I never really got into like a team or sort of took it seriously. So that's my answer to that question. And I know that I'm getting a lot of questions from the same people, but I appreciate all of you lot that gave me these like multiple questions, because obviously it does bulk out the video a bit, and I do appreciate that. So again, Zach K Fit has come in with another question, and he says, what's your secret to small channel YouTube growth? So essentially, I have sort of covered it in a previous question again, but if I was to give my sort of advice or my tips, or I guess you'd say my secrets to growing a small YouTube channel, I'd say, of course, consistency is key. I mean, everyone and their dog's going to tell you that on YouTube. All of the top dogs are going to say about how they spent years uploading videos and no one ever watched them. And I guess it's just kind of the way it is. You just need to be consistent and keep uploading. And
another one, another one, another one.
And keep finding those things that people want to watch, until eventually one of your videos hopefully blows up. And I think that's sort of the key to it, really. Also, building your own community and speaking to a lot of people that are on your level. So I don't mean to like make a hierarchy out of it or anything, but just being able to speak to those people that have a similar subscriber count to you, and being able to essentially watch each other's videos, comment on them, and give them the engagement that they need is quite a key thing. So for me, people like, he's changed his name many times now, I think it's Coach Edgington. Currently, I speak to him, we sort of interact with each other's YouTube channels. Lawrence Powell on YouTube, who's Lopo Fit on Instagram. Jim Carlos UK, who asked the question earlier. These types of people that have got a similar YouTube channel to yourself, you need to keep those people close and make sure that you're sort of engaging with them and they're engaging back. And that's going to be your key to sort of just step onto that YouTube ladder. So that's my, I guess, secret, if you like to call it that I would provide for people trying to grow a small YouTube channel. Patrick Shees, my guy, another person that I like to keep in my YouTube circle. He says, favourite workout time with a wink face. Now, I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like a rude question.
There was one up here who I was fingering, and I was just toe fucking the one on the floor.
Because of the winky face, but I can't think of what you might mean in terms of like some kind of innuendo.
Toe fucking.
So I'm going to take it as my favourite time in the day to work out, and I'd say probably mid-afternoon. I always find that there's not really many people in the gym at that time. You get a lot of people that are sort of rising grinders that go in the mornings or going before work. And you get a lot of people, even more so, that go in after work, so after around 5 o'clock, that go get in their sessions then. The next question's coming in from Fit Competitive. As I said, he's changed his name many times. I think his name's, what is it now, like Coach Edgington, the one I was talking about earlier that I keep in my YouTube circle. He has asked, and again, link in the description, you know how it is. He says, what is your current workout split? So it's a bit of a weird one at the minute. I'm following a split that's been given to me by the Night Running app and the Night Training app, as I am starting to take running a lot more seriously. And again, it's something I can't explain in this video, but it will all become clear very soon. So currently I'm running, I believe 4 times a week, and I'm trying to train full body twice. So as I say, I'm really sort of trying to focus on the running now. So that is my split currently, and I know that it will probably change sometime soon, but I'm just trying to focus on my running whilst also maintaining the muscle that I have, and that's essentially my split. Okay, so we're on to the final 3 questions, and I see that I'm 22 minutes into recording this video. It's going to be a long one again, I can only apologise, but I mean, I hope you lot like these type of videos. I feel like they're quite fun to film, and it's always nice to get to know a little bit more about someone that you watch. So this question comes in from Morgan_Hipwell_fit, and he says, what got you into lifting, bro? So again, it's one of those questions that I've answered already. So to put it briefly, it's just my friends getting me into it, and then essentially when I went to uni I started taking it more seriously, and I don't know, I enjoyed it from the moment I started it, and I feel like that's the reason why when I went to uni and my friends that I used to train with weren't there, that's when I sort of really started to take it seriously. Because I could have gone off the rails, realistically. I could have just gone, you know, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna go out and party all day, every day. But lifting and going to the gym just seemed to make more sense. So once I got into uni and realised the party life wasn't really for me, I mean, I still would party quite often, but I feel like lifting and the gym just can never leave my life anymore. It's just become one of those things. Next question comes in from CoreyLifts_. This is the penultimate question, I believe, and he says, future aspirations for your YouTube. So my future aspirations, as I've said earlier in the video, I would like to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'd love to become a part of the YouTube partnership. I believe that's what it's called. So for that you need 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch time hours per year. So if I could get to that position where I could be partnered with YouTube and maybe even partnered with some kind of sport brand or supplement brand or something like that, that would be sort of what I'm aspiring for. But deeper than that, I guess like the main aspiration is just to be able to reach as many people as I can. And the reason behind that is something that I said earlier in the video. It's just that I want to help out as many people as I can with the knowledge that I have myself. And I guess that would be the main aspiration if you dig a little bit deeper, but sort of like as a broader aspiration, I guess you could say it's that I want to be partnered with YouTube. So luckily this is the last question because my voice is for some reason just dying right now. And it's from Liam Benitez Bitten. Or Byton. I really apologise if I fluffed your name there, my friend, but I'm gonna ask the question anyway. He says, would you ever consider going vegan?
No.
To put it simply, I probably would not. Well, I guess I would consider it. Considering I'm someone that doesn't drink milk or have dairy products in general, really, because I'm lactose intolerant, I guess I'm kind of on the way to being vegan, but it's just the fact that I enjoy my meat and my eggs so much, and they do make up quite a large portion of my diet. So I feel like if I were to go vegan, it would be dramatically different to what I eat now. And to be honest, I'm happy with what I'm eating now. And I know that there's, of course, benefits to the planet and stuff to going vegan, but for me personally, it's just not something that I'd want to do. So that is it, guys. That is all of the questions that you lot asked me. And if you want to get involved in the next Q&A or the next sort of session like this where I answer questions or answer assumptions, which I've done before, and anything like that, make sure that you go and follow me on Instagram, as I said before, along with all those YouTubers that I've answered questions for today. The link to my Instagram will be in the description. So I'm going to end things there. Thank you very much for watching, and if you made it all the way to the end, I really appreciate you. You're an absolute trooper. So comment down below. Let's see, what should you comment down below? I need to think of something that's not obvious. Comment down below Jug, like J-U-G, if you came all the way to the end of the video. And I really appreciate those, as I said, that stayed until the end. It's going to really help me increase those watch time hours. And as you know from a previous question, if I want to get partnered by YouTube, which is, I guess, my aspiration, I'm going to need more of those watch time hours. So I'm going to end the video there. I really appreciate you all for stopping by. Hope to see you in the next one, and hopefully we can do a 500 subscriber Q&A very soon. So guys, with that being said, I'm off. Take care.